Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. Today we have the all-new 4th generation Hyundai Tucson as a press car. Yes, we gave you first drive with this car, but that had 1.6 liter turbo-based hybrid. Yes, we also gave you a 7th owner's review with Jamie, but that was owner's review, so we really could not push the car. But today we finally have it as a press car, so we're going to show you everything you need to know about this all-new Hyundai Tucson, including some ripping corners. So it's going to be fun today. And before we begin, if you love cars and car reviews, please do consider subscribing to our channel and also hit that bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys. Let's start the show and Happy New Year. But it's really unfortunate you cannot get this 1.6 liter turbo with remote park assist feature here in Korea, which is a bit weird because you can get it with diesel and also hybrid powertrain. So come on Hyundai, please do give us the remote park assist for the 1.6 liter turbo as well. And I think you guys are curious about the 0 to 60 time. So let me just show you the engine room first. Here in Korea, you can get this all-new 4th generation Hyundai Tucson with 3 different engine choices. 1.6 liter turbo, 2 liter diesel, or 1.6 liter turbo-based hybrid. Our tester came with 1.6 liter turbocharged gasoline engine producing about 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Engine made it to 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and our tester also came with all-wheel drive system. So let me just show you how fast this all-new Hyundai Tucson with 1.6 liter turbo can be. Car into sports mode, foot on the brake. Let's go. It took all-new Hyundai Tucson 1.6 liter turbo about 8.3 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. Well, not bad for a compact SUV, and this 1.6 liter turbo should be also very efficient. So why don't we check out the efficiency of this all-new Hyundai Tucson with 1.6 liter turbo now. So this Hyundai Tucson with 1.6 liter turbo returned about 23 miles per gallon in the city and over 30 miles per gallon on the highway. So it's very efficient, and I love this new 1.6 liter turbocharged gasoline engine. It's both quiet and smooth. Okay, quick announcement before we go any further. We're actually teaming up with MyKey Premium to show you MyKeys. It's actually very easy to install. No need to be cutting any wires. Just simply need to plug it into your Hyundai and Kia cars. You can also use your remote and remotely start your car. So I think this can make a very good holiday gift to yourself and also for your family and friends. So let me just leave the link in the description, and when you do buy, please do type in Asian Petrolhead promotion code and they're gonna give you 10% discount. So go check it out, and now let's get back to the review. Let me also show you the car from the front. Some of you say it looks like a poor man's Urus, but if you see it in person, it sort of looks different. We have clean hood lines on the top. We also have dark chrome grille in the middle, hidden type DRL on each side. We also have a 360 camera, radar sensor for the adaptive cruise control, more openings on the bottom. We also have air curtains on the side. We also have MFR type LED headlamp system. So let me just show you working in action. That's DRL, headlamp, high beam, turn signal. There's no fog lamp, and this is what horn sounds like. Sounds pretty good. And you can certainly see very interesting and strong lines from the side. Wheel arch is not painted. I really like this silver garnish located at the rear. And you can get this all-new Hyundai Tucson with either 17, 18, or 19-inch rims. And our tester came with 19-inch rims. Let's see, it's wearing 235, 55 by 19 on front and back. Okay, then why don't we check out the braking performance of all-new Hyundai Tucson with 1.6 liter turbo then. It's an all-new Hyundai Tucson 1.6 liter turbo, only about 110 feet to a complete stop, which is very impressive for a compact SUV. Yes, it felt very stable and planted. Good job, Hyundai. And you can get this all-new Hyundai Tucson with 6 different exterior colors and 4 different interior colors. So guys, do let me know which one is your favorite combination in the comment sections. And here in Korea, we're getting this all-new Hyundai Tucson with long wheelbase model, which has about 3.3 inches longer wheelbase compared to the last generation. So second row seats should be very spacious. Let me just show it to you guys. You guys all know I'm about 6'2". There's a good amount of legroom, and headroom is also very generous as well. And we have window that comes down all the way. It's full automatic, but really wish there was a manual sunshade for the side. We also have 2-stage heated seats, 2 air vents for the second row passengers, 2 fast USB charging port, hump in the middle, but it's not so large, so it should be quite okay even for me. And we have a good armrest with 2 cup holders, and these seats, they do not slide, but it actually reclines about this much, so it should be quite convenient in long distance journeys like this. We also have a walk-in device for lazy people like me, and we also have a big panoramic sunroof on the top. Okay, now why don't we go out to the road with all new Hyundai Tucson. It started snowing a little bit, so we're gonna have to drive a bit carefully today. All right, why don't we start talking about this new 10.25-inch gauge cluster system. Looks very stylish. It also feels open and spacious without any cover on the top. So what happens when sun directly hits it? Well, it's not a sunny day today, but like we showed you with our 7th owner's review with Jamie, no problem with glare at all. So Hyundai says they used a special film to avoid glare. It seems to be working very effectively here. And I also love the fact that they used 2 chrome lines from the center stack, and it's also carried all the way to the second row seats, making the interior feel very connected. I also love this cloth material, making the interior feel very young. So guys, do let me know what do you think about overall layout of the interior in the comment section. And we have 2 air vents on the top and new 10.25-inch infotainment screen. Actual screen side is about this much, but at a glance, this whole thing looks like a large screen. Yes, we also have full touch sensitive buttons that also works with gloves like this. So it works very nicely, but I like to see few physical buttons and dials for the climate media controls, and it gets dusty a bit easily, so I suggest you keep a glass cleaner inside the car. Okay, visibility is quite nice, just like any other Hyundai Tucsons. We have large windows around. We also have blind spot alert system and also monitoring system, which will greatly help you during your lane changes. But some of you also complain that there's no head-up display for this all-new Hyundai Tucson. Yes, it would have been much nicer if it was offered even as an option. Okay, now let's put the car into sports and drive. It started snowing a little bit, so I'm gonna have to drive a little bit carefully, but it's pulling very linearly all throughout the RPM range. And DCT seems to be working quite aggressively too. Yeah. Pulling very linearly all throughout the RPM range. And this 1.6 liter turbocharged gasoline engine also has something called CVVD, continuous variable valve durations, and it is also used in the all-new Hyundai Sonata Sensuous and also Elantra N-Line. So is it powerful enough for this all-new Hyundai Tucson? Let me just show it to you guys. Its peak torque starts as early as 1500 RPM. Let me just show it to you. Pulling 3000, 3.5, 4000, 4.5, 5000, 5.5, 6000. So it pulls very linearly all throughout the RPM range. And my answer is yes, it's powerful enough for this compact sized SUV. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. An engine is mated to 7-speed dual clutch transmission. We're also given paddle shifters, so let me just show you working in action. 2, wow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's not only shifting quickly, but also smoothly. And will it go into first gear? That's third gear, second, and first. It also feels very smooth even in first gear, second, third. So this 7-speed dual clutch transmission still feels very solid and is working beautifully with this all-new Hyundai Tucson. All right, let's try a few corners with all-new Hyundai Tucson. Third gear sounds good. Wow, it's taking very nicely, and wow, ESC just grabs you every time you start slipping. Very impressive. Wow, for a compact SUV. Wow, it's taking very nicely. Whew, didn't expect that from Hyundai Tucson. All right, let's try one more time on this on-ramp. We're in fourth gear. Let's try with third gear, sounds good. Wow, all-wheel drive system just engages very aggressive, and the rear actually pops out a little bit when you really push it. I don't know what Hyundai has done to this car, but it really knows how to take corners seriously. Good job, especially with all-wheel drive system. No worries, very nice. And this all-new Hyundai Tucson can be also very good highway cruiser if you just drive slowly like this. It's very nicely isolated and very stable even on highway driving situations like this. And let me just show you, since we're driving on the highway, let me just show you adaptive cruise control working in actions. As you can see, it's a very delicate system, placing the car right on the center. And if there was a car right in front of us, it will probably keep a safe distance with the car in front. And in about 10 seconds or so, it's gonna say, put your hands back on the steering wheel, but let's ignore and see what happens. Still doing very good job keeping the car right on the center. And this also talks to the navigation. So if there is a camera detector, it will slow down automatically for us. It gets louder, still working very properly. It gets louder, louder, louder. And in about 20 seconds or so, 30 seconds, it's gonna completely shut off the system. So even before that, still going, still going. Let's see how longer it will take. So this all new Tucson seems to be doing a little bit longer, but you know, after 30 seconds or so, it's gonna completely disengage the system. So for your own safety, you should always keep your hands on the steering wheel. And this all-new Hyundai Tucson feels very stable, even on very high speed. And it feels very stable. So. And quite nicely isolated, even very high speed driving as well. So. See, I cannot tell you, but it still feels very stable. And good brakes, good brakes. Now let's go try the corner, okay? All right, guys, let's try the corner with all new Hyundai Tucson. Third gear sounds good. Oh, seems to be very slippery today. But wow. All-wheel drive system, ES in everything. Just works beautifully. I mean, I don't think you have to be a good driver. The electrical system just knows when to catch you and when to let you have some fun. And I didn't expect this all-new Hyundai Tucson to take corners seriously like this. Very, very nice. Impressed. Wow. was very wet, but it managed it very nicely. Yeah. Thank you, Tucson. Alright guys, this has been our in-depth test drive with all-new Hyundai Tucson with 1.6 liter turbocharged gasoline engine. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back with much more. So if you love cars and car reviews, please do consider subscribing to our channel, and also hit that bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in, and Happy New Year, and see you guys soon. Bye bye. Okay, let me also show you the car from the rear. This is backup lamp, turn signal on the bottom, and hidden side wiper on the top. Some people just prefer the front design, but I personally think the rear design looks pretty nice too. And look at all the attention to detail Hyundai puts on this LED combination tail lamp. It's all the way connected to the center, and they placed this flat logo in the center. So guys, do let me know what you think about it. Tucson's H-Track, all-wheel drive system lettering, and some people just don't like to have the turn signal placed on the bottom. So I asked one of the Hyundai folks, and he said, or she said, you know, the last generation even had it on the bottom, and they just think it looks premium separated on the bottom like that. So guys, do let me know what you think about it. Some patterns here as well. Some black chrome garnish in the center as well. Silver garnish on the bottom, skid plates, and hidden type muffler on the bottom. Here you have to press there for the trunk. Camera for the 360 camera, and this actually has 622 liters of trunk space, VDA standard like this. And if you want, you can always fold the second row seats to yield more cargo room. It's not completely flat, but it goes almost completely flat. And also have a mobility kit right there, and you can also lower like this to yield more cargo room. So that's pretty nice. And there's no spare tire, we just have a fix-a-flat for Korean spec. But don't worry, because there's room for spare tire. So if you're watching from North America, I think they're gonna give you a spare tire. All right guys? And this all-new Hyundai Tucson also has diffuse button. When you don't have it on, the air only comes out of these 4 air vents, but when you have the diffuse button on, it also comes out of this small air vents in the middle, so it just doesn't hit you directly on your face. I think that's pretty nice. And let me just show you this part, because this all-new Hyundai Tucson has so many features. First of all, auto hold, electric parking, new shift wire system is actually button type, parking, reverse, neutral, drive. Very straightforward to use. Forward drive lock button, drive mode selector out of 4, eco, normal, sports, smart, auto start and stop off button, 3-stage heated and ventilation seats, heated steering wheel, hill descent control, parking sensor off, 360 camera. We also have a wireless charging pad right here that does not take up too much of your space, so I like that. 1 USB charging port for your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 12-volt charging, and 1 fast USB charging port. We also have air cleaning mode and diffuse button, so it's got pretty much everything. So a little bit dusty, so like I told you, you need to have a glass cleaner in your car.